Let's look at 5 arm swing variations and what they say about your posture, your persona, and even your health.
It's amazing how much we can learn about ourselves simply by observing the way we swing our arms when we walk. Arm swing is not just something we do to counterbalance our legs. The arm swing is generated by your core, so it reflects the overall quality of your whole body movement. Well-directed arm swing can portray confidence and good health, while absent arm swing can signify timidity or even serious health problems like Parkinson's disease. Let me share with you the tools to assess your own arm swing and, if necessary, to fix it. Before we get started, I wanted to thank my new and existing subscribers for your support. The channel's been blowing up over the last month. Those of you who leave comments and click on that like button are really helping out to make sure that the YouTube algorithm shares this information with more people. I also want to thank my new brand partner, Firebach. If you're looking for stylish clothing that's going to always keep you cool and comfortable, even in the hottest weather, look no further than their cooling t-shirts. Their high technology materials wick moisture away to keep you cool and dry, and they also look good on everybody. I think even me. Click on the link in the description section to explore their line of clothing and use code word Todd for your 12% discount. First, let me describe normal arm swing and where it comes from. When we're walking effectively, the arms swing forward in a relaxed manner on the side opposite the swing leg. The elbows should be relaxed, not bent, unless we're power walking, which I'll get to later at the very end of the video. The arm should move forward about the same speed as the opposite leg and reach the same angle. The arm should then drop back even with the torso, not pull back behind it. You may have heard people recommend to swing your arms more when you walk, as if it's going to drive the movement of the body, but the reality is the reverse. The rotation of the core is what swings your arms. You don't need to try. In fact, trying to do something with your arms may throw off your body rhythm. If there's an issue with your arm swing, you have to correct it at your core. Variation number 1, no arm swing. The first variation we'll look at is no arm swing. If you're a younger person, this will give off the perception of weakness, insecurity, and timidness. This could affect the way people treat you and even your job prospects. Even if you're a confident go-getter, it won't appear that way, and first impressions are critical. What's the cause of no arm swing? The cause in most cases is slouching. When people slouch, they've generally over-tucked the pelvis and then compensated in the upper waist or the chest by sinking it back. That compensates for the balance issue, but it misaligns the spine and can lead to chronic neck and back pain. The second variation we'll look at is exaggerated forward and back arm swing. Here we have the arm swinging forward in a brisk manner and swinging back just as briskly. The arm travels faster than the leg and reaches a higher angle than the leg. Instead of dropping back to the position even with the torso, it actively yanks back behind the body. This arm swing may make you appear rushed or impatient. There are a number of health issues associated with this type of arm swing because it goes along with an anterior pelvic tilt, and that's because the lower abs are disengaged, rolling the pelvis forward. This is compensated by pulling the upper back backwards, exaggerating the arch in the lumbar spine. It's really the opposite of the slouching posture. The upper back extension is what forcibly throws the arms back, and the exaggerated glute push that's associated with this forces the arm forward faster and higher than in a normal walking pattern. It also forces the heel into a hard crash with each step, increasing wear and tear on the knees. It's not a coincidence that the lady in the example is wearing heels, because the anterior pelvic tilt and exaggerated arm swing is very common in habitual heel wearers. Bunions are as well. Variation 3, rolled shoulders and an out and away arm swing. This next variation may be the most common because it's associated with out-toeing, or duck feet. By my observations, this is the most common walking technique issue. People may think that duck feet are a problem with the feet and the legs, but the truth is all walking issues are a problem with the core, and you can see the effects in the core. People who duck foot walk will have the shoulders rolled forward, so the palms are facing backward. This is similar to the people who are slouching, although the mechanics are different. The arm swing with duck foot walking will be variable, but commonly you'll see the arm swinging a little bit out and away from the body instead of forward and dropping back. Duck foot walking can give the impression of laziness or lack of purpose, because the movements are not directed forward. The leg swing is coming primarily from the swing leg being thrown forward, not from the rear leg driving the motion. The gait is most often going to be slower because there's little leg extension behind the body and there's no benefit of the fluid forward roll from heel to toe. The shoulder positioning in people who walk this way is going to increase compression on the rotator cuff, closing off the space between the shoulder bone and the upper arm. This is going to increase the risk of shoulder problems. I see this in my clinic all the time because I do gait observations on almost any patient who comes in with shoulder issues. A very high percentage of them are walking with duck feet with their palms rolled backwards because the shoulders are rolled forward.
Like variation number 1, variation number 4 is an absence of arm swing, but the cause is not slouching, where the pelvis was pushed forward and chest sunken back. In this case, the pelvis is sunken back and the chest is leaning forward. Keep in mind, regardless of the cause, all posture issues, and consequently all arm swing issues, are a result of our bodies making compensations to maintain upright posture. In this case, we are often looking at frail elderly people or even people with Parkinson's disease. They may lack the strength in the abs to keep the pelvis tucked and must lean forward to counterbalance. This is going to be associated with an absent arm swing and a shuffling step.
The final variation is the only one that's not a potential health issue, and that's the bent arm swing associated with power walking. Unlike other variations, this arm swing is not something that most people do as their default. They do it when they're exercising. There's no mistaking this arm swing. Some people walk fast with their arms still straight at their sides, and it may look like they're just trying to get somewhere faster. But when people have flexed elbows at 90 degrees, you always know they're out to get their exercise on. So next time you're out walking, make sure to observe your own arm swing and make sure it's not reflecting something that could have negative impact on your health. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, I'm Dr. Todd Martin. I focus here on trying to help people walk more fluidly, more effectively, and with lower impact on their joints by learning how to move from their core. If you're trying to get started, I have over 300 videos on proper walking technique and biomechanics, also on Tai Chi. I'd click on this video if you haven't already seen it, my top 10 tips, and just follow the videos from there. I say many things in different ways in different videos, but all getting to the same point. And sometimes it just takes the right video and the right way for me to say it to connect with your particular problem. So go ahead and get started and join the Walking Code family. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. I answer all of them.